Okay, we ready? Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth and back with Miss Morslin in all care, who needs to talk to some more of Cranog's people and pick up some more quests. So we'll start with Lakina.
Come hither, Southron. I would speak with you.
I've heard of your task, Morslin, and know exactly how you could prove your worthiness to me and to us all. This land must be coaxed to give us food, but she is more generous with gems, such as the bloodstones, which we use as several crafts. But the shiny stones attract more than the Trevgalog, who go searching for them. The hill beasts covet bloodstones and will often fight to the death to recover them. Once the creatures have attained such a stone, the gem loses its shine. Only through the secret ways of the Trevgalog can the shine be returned to the stones. Show your mettle and recover dull bloodstones from the hill beast north of Alcaire. You will find many of the creatures among the chasms of Nad Nether, though their wandering cousins may also bear the stones. Alright, so kill some hill beasts, get some bloodstones. Rona.
It has been long since we have known peace.
Crannog is waiting for my judgment of your worth. That is no small burden, and I will not make my decision lightly. But I thank him for your attention, for there is something you can do to earn my judgment. My brother Taskal is a hunter of no small worth, but he has not returned from his latest foray into the wild. I ask you to travel north into Peshak, Laran, and search for my brother. Give him your aid, and if he deems you worthy, so too will I, and Crannog will hear of your deeds. So we have to go find her brother.
It has been long since we've known peace.
I know of your test, Morslin, and am prepared to do my part. You have already been to the fortress of Tor Gelvin, the home that was given to the Trade Duverdane by their new masters, the evil that sits in Carndum. The Wraith believes that wresting the tokens of the enemy from the Trade Duverdane is enough. I do not agree. Return there, northeast of Alcaire, and destroy the standards that fly above the walls. This will send a clear message to them and their masters, I am sure of it. If you do this, I will tell Crannog the tale of your success. Yeah, I got tired of saying that, the name of those people in that place over and over again. Alright, so we have a couple of tasks. And we'll start with finding the girl's brother and see what's going on there. I think Angmar is probably one of the most atmospheric places in the game. Angmar, Moria. Where else? Trying to think. Angmar and Moria are the first two that just come to mind. Mirkwood. And you are Teskal.
You are a stranger to these lands.
My sister sent you. She worries always, despite my assurances. But you are not one of the Trevgalorg and do not have a fem. I will help you test your strength, and perhaps my task here will go more quickly for it. The hill beasts have proven a savage menace.
Long since we have known peace.
I came forth from Alcaire intending to halt the spread of hill beasts further into the Fesarsh Laran, but the creatures are too many. If you are deserving of the friendship of the Trevgalog, you will aid me with my charge. Northwest of here, you will find the sloping path into Nad Nether. It is a place of menace, and from there come the hill beasts that prowl for the Shark Laran. Defeat many hill beasts, and we will speak again when you return. Well, that actually matches up with our task to collect bloodstones, so yay. Oh, look, all the hill beasts hanging out here. And you. I see you throwing stuff at me. Alright, so that's 2 down. Here comes another one. I do like the battle music in Angmar. Oh, would you? Thank you. So we need to take care of 3 more of these beasts. Ah, that did it. So, easy enough. Now we just have to go back and talk to him. And these have already respawned. I can't remember if they're a deed or not. Well, deed or not, they are experience points, so woohoo! Right? So we have Lakina's bloodstones. We can remove that quest for the moment because we won't be going back just yet. You have defeated a number of hill beasts. I am glad to hear it. For now, we may proceed with the next step in our hunt.
Trust does not come easily among the Crannog.
The hill beasts. The hill beasts we are hunting are bred of 2 mighty creatures, Bangrath and Muragrath, too aged and cautious to be caught unawares. But that is precisely what we must do. Hill beasts thrive on the large crawlers that infest Fishark Loran. With enough, we might be able to lure them out of hiding. I care not where the crawlers come from, but there are many of them throughout the area. Kill crawlers wherever you find them and bring their remains to me. I will prepare a mixture that may be seen repulsive to you and me, but will be hard for our foes to resist. Alright, so we have to kill some crawlers. That would be these things here. While we're doing that, we might as well go ahead and head out and collect the stone heart. Might see a few of the worms along the way. He does say he doesn't care where they came from, so... Oh, look, something's chasing me. It can chase me. Well, we'll find plenty of crawlers on the way back. Looks like. How's our bag space? Do need to think about taking care of that. Also should check and see if there's a task board at Oghair. Because I do have some rep items I could turn in. Well, I mean, if you're going to be right there in my path, I might as well take you. Alright, now. Our stone heart's in here. I don't know if you watched the previous episode where I was in here, but I mentioned leaving some guys alone because they were doing something that would be a quest later. Well, this is the quest I was talking about. Alright, and while we're at it, these are the things we need to destroy. No, I can't remember. Is there one over here? There is. So we're going to have to get rid of these guys. And that warg. Well, maybe we won't have to get rid of the other two. Okay. So we already got 3 of the standards done. I love how that warg went all the way around the long way when it could have just come straight up. I don't know. That was some weird pathing. Alright, so that's 4 down. I could have sworn there used to be more of them we had to get than that. Excuse me. Hi, sorry to disturb your conversation, but y'all are really not wanted here. So could you just take your conversation somewhere else, like maybe back to your masters? And here is our other quest. We can't attack the Fell Spirit yet. Alright, now we need to take care of this guy. And now we got this thing. Okay. So that's all taken care of. And I did happen to see one of these flags on the way out, though. Right. About 2 of them. So I guess we get to pick our pick. Oh no, that's a chest. Okay. And that's everything here. Notice the sound effects were lagging a little bit. I had long killed that warg before we heard the first sound from it. Now we will run the path back so we can get our last crawlers, which we shouldn't have any trouble finding. There's one. I think that's the same one we killed last time. Well, We killed it again. If you look way, way over there, you can see a little teeny tiny campfire. I believe that's where the orcs we dealt with last time are at. That's such a neat little detail. Alright, we only need 2 more of those now. There's one. And let's see. Brenda's down here. Well, we might as well get rid of this warg. What the heck? That's the second time a mob has just decided to run the long way around something to get to me. Let's see, how myopic is this? Very. I practically was standing in front of him to get that, and he still didn't see me. Alright. We have all our crawlers. There you go.
Are not friendly to the unwary.
The remains of these crawlers are not pleasant to smell or look upon, but trust me when I say they are a delicacy to the creatures we hunt. I will prepare bait from this, with which we can draw Bangroth and Murgroth out of hiding.
Would you lend me a moment of your time?
We have what we need to draw them out of hiding, Marcelin. Let us travel into Nadnath there, and use this bait to put an end to their menace. Tell me when you are prepared to make the journey. We should try not to alert the creature to our presence, or the plan will be doomed at the onset. Okay, so it is an instance. And I believe we're ready to do it.
Two terrible beasts, Bangrath and Muragrath, threaten the safety of the Trave Galorg, the hillmen of Ohio. Their reign of terror must be put to an end.
Greetings, Saffron.
I have the crawler remains you gathered. Do you smell their awful stench? To the hill beasts, this odor will be impossible to resist. Let us begin our hunt, and we will lure them out from hiding. Keep a watchful eye, for hill beasts will be drawn to the scent of the bait I carry. He says don't let the rain interfere with your concentration. We are seen, woman. Steel yourself. I see that. Okay, there is some definite lag going on. But it doesn't seem to be on my end. But the mobs are lagging behind. More approach. Okay, from which direction? We make our stand here by this tree. Ah. Behind us. We are safe for now, but must press on. Alright, I'm following you, dude. I will put the bait on the flat stone. Ready yourself. Ah, here they are. Well, that's just a regular hill beast, but... Ah, there's one of them. Okay, so that was the female. And now we're looking for the male. So Bangroth was the female, Murgarth is the male. And I would have thought it was the other way around. I hear footsteps approaching. From which direction? Stay alert. The Trev Duverdain are not to be trusted. I thought I smelled the odor of the Trev Galorg here. And you thought it was just the smell of hill beast. You're not worthy of notice, Drostin. I would not sully my blade with your blood. Strong words for a coward such as you, Tazgul. You have not called for a Klukoth against us. You tremble at the memory of our strength. Drostin, we have to go. Something comes. I hope this woman can fight, Tazgul. You're on your own. Ah, Morgoth chased him off. So they come over here just to mock him. And run off. At the first sign of trouble. I guess they're a little bit of a wuss too. Morgoth is defeated. We are victorious. Despite the interference of Drostin. We have done very well this day, Marcelin, despite the interference of the Trev Duverdain. Tell me if you're ready to return to my campsite. I will not speak of Drostin and his ilk until we are safely out of danger. It seems like maybe Drostin was probably a friend of his once. Or something.
Trust does not come easily among the Trev Galorg.
The Trev Duverdain and the Trev Galorg were once one people. But over the years, they grew apart, splintered as tribes sometimes do. There was always hope we would one day be reconciled, but that hope is now gone. Drostin spoke of Klukoth, a ceremonial combat that was once used to determine the ruling order of various tribes. The last Klukoth was called many years ago, and Nasan, the warrior of the Trev Galorg, was slain. But this is not the time to speak of such things. Our victory over the hill beast should not be tainted by such unhappy memories. You have aided me with my femme, and that brings honor to both of us. So, we have done everything. We just need to get back to town and let them know that everything has been accomplished. So yeah, Drostin and the other Trev Duverdain used to be part of this tribe. Until they decided to work with the masters at Corndum. These people have chosen not to do so, and they're at odds with each other. Okay, we will turn in Crannog's quest first. Ah, taskboard. Hold on. What we got? sleek skin. Okay. That's one. What do we got here? A polished tooth of fate. Fate, vitality, agility, evade rating. Nice, but I think the one I have is still nicer. Broken halberds, which are an Angmor thing too. Lethal sharp claws. Piles of huge filth. Sleek fur. And that should be all of them. Now, where am I turning these in at? Must be over there. All right, let's turn in our quest over here first. We'll start with Lakina.
Greetings, Southron.
You have done very well, Marcelin. I will tell Crannog of your service and polish these dull bloodstones to the sheen they deserve. They will be then used in the crafts of my people. All right, what we got? Sword of the Ancestors, which is actually not that bad. I still have better, but we'll take it. Tascal is safe, and you have helped him bring his femme to fruition.
A stranger to these lands.
I am delighted that that is so. I will tell Crannog of this at once. You have my thanks and my good wishes, Marcelin, and Tasgal's as well, I am sure of it. We of the Trev Galorg do not forget such deeds as you have done. There's a great sword in here. Now, of course, I can't use a great sword. That's a champion and a guardian thing. Earring called Ferolus. Decent. Now this cloak is kind of nice. I mean, it's only got 92 armor, but it's got 4 might, 9 fate, 29 morale, and +2 to stealth level. And we have some light armor. So none of this stuff we could really use. We'll take the sword because it's worth a lot. And we can sell it. Oh, woohoo! We leveled up.
Greetings, Southron.
You have returned alive from Torgelvin, and I'm delighted to see it. The standards no longer fly above the fortress. I will tell Crannog of your victory over the Trev Durvadain, but for my part, I am satisfied and call you friend. Alright, how's our bag space? Getting full. So we have completed all of those. And what's our reputation with this area? That would be Council of the North. So we are still very much in neutral. And I bet you, yeah, this is the guy we need to turn in the task.
You risk your life to come here.
So that's one.
The Trave Galorg are surrounded by
That's
enemies.
2. And it looks like we don't get reputation, we just get experience from turning these in.
You
Which is
risk
kind of
your life to
disappointing.
come here. We are beset on all sides.
So I guess we don't really need to do those.
Will you be sojourning here?
Your tail grows with every challenge I set before you, Marcelin. Many of my people call you friend, and I count you now among my people, Suthron. There is always more to be done, and those of the Booth Sankas will welcome you to their service. The Booth Sankas is southeast of the market of Aughare. Your path does not end here, Marcelin. It begins. Alright, so there's the gloves, which is...
Would you lend me a moment of your time?
cannot remember. How many of the pieces we have so far? We have the shoes. We now have the gloves. These leggings are something else. Now, it looks like the next quest is going to give us the leggings, the trousers of Femme. So there's a whole set. There's the gloves, trousers, jacket, shoes, and shoulders. And if you add the whole set, you get, of course, the bonuses for each piece. But then you get 8.04 to non-combat morale regen. And if you have all 5 pieces, you also get +8 to agility, +6 to vitality, and +9 to fate. So that's why we're working towards getting these, because they're actually a useful set. Long have I served my people as chieftain, and I have given many dozens of Femme to those of age among my people, and to those few travelers I deem worthy of calling friend. It is a heavy burden, for a Femme is not to be granted lightly. If it is beyond the reach of the one to whom it is assigned, the blame falls upon me as chieftain. I give you now your Femme. I give to Marceline, woman from the south, this Femme, to begin the rite of Klukoth, the ancient privilege and burden of the Treb Gulag. It has been long since the Klukoth has been called, and the memory of the last is grim. But its time has come again. Thus is Marceline's Femme given. Rafe will tell you what this Femme involves. Speak with him at once and begin. Alright, and we've been accepted enough to be given a Femme, which sounds like a grand task. I don't know exactly what to call it. But yeah. Now we need to go find our good friend Cornier and tell him about our victory. And we'll be one step closer to being able to pass those Watcher Stones.
What do you need?
This is indeed a stone heart, but alas, the situation is more dire than I first thought. Alright, so we have a staff, that's a lore master thing. We have a two-handed hammer, which I absolutely can't use. And we have an earring, which would be best suited for spellcasters. We'll take the axe, or the hammer, because it's worth the most.
How can I be of service?
Nay, take this evil thing. I can bear it no longer. My apologies, friend, but the sense of this thing is too much likened to the terror of Ramas Delawan. I cannot bear its presence. But I know now the secret of the stones of Ramas Delawan. It's no spell that grants the statue such power, but the fell spirit of an elder age, such as those that inhabit the whites which serve Angmar. This stone heart was prepared to receive such a spirit. Perhaps this heart may be made to draw forth such a spirit from another stone, and may be a clue to breaking the will of the watching stones. Take the stone heart to the ancient watching stone which stands near the eastern pass of Ramduoth to the east of here, not far from Belrova, a fortress of the Angmarm. So, our next task is going to take us up into an Angmarm fortress, which is always fun. Plus, we have a task from Crannog to talk to one of his people to find out exactly what the Klukoth entails. But, of course, we will be doing all that next time. Until then, bye for now.